Have you ever felt ignored, unimportant, or like you're always being left behind? Maybe you've tried chasing after people, hoping they'd notice you, only to feel your self-respect slowly chipping away. If this sounds familiar, then I want you to listen closely to this story. By the end, I promise you'll see how reclaiming your self-worth can completely change your life. Our story begins in River Mist Valley, a place where every morning golden sunlight would drift through layers of soft fog. The river hummed a gentle tune, carrying whispers from the distant mountains. The villagers believed the valley had a soul of its own, one that quietly listened to every joy and every heartbreak. In this peaceful valley lived a girl named Elena. She was known for her kindness, her warm laughter, and the way she always offered a helping hand before anyone even had to ask. But beneath her bright and cheerful smile, there was a quiet, persistent ache. Elena had a habit she just couldn't seem to shake. She would chase after anyone who started to drift away from her. If a friend sent a delayed reply, her heart would race with anxiety. A cold tone in someone's voice would make her cling even tighter. And even when people hurt her, she would hold on, convinced that love was something you had to earn through effort and persistence. Elena worked at her Aunt Sala's bakery, where the mornings buzzed with the sweet smells of fresh bread and the sound of friendly chatter. But even surrounded by people, Elena often felt strangely invisible, like a small, soft-glowing lantern in the corner of a brightly lit, busy room. She was there, but she wasn't truly seen. One afternoon, as she was walking home, she noticed a tiny brown sparrow perched on an old wooden fence. One of its wings was bent at an odd angle, and its little body was trembling. Elena knelt down gently, her heart aching for the small creature. "You poor little thing," she whispered softly. The sparrow blinked its dark eyes at her, surprisingly calm and unafraid. She offered it a few crumbs from her pocket and felt a rare warmth spread through her chest as it ate. She carried that warmth with her all the way home. The next morning, she went to check on the sparrow, but it was gone. A familiar wave of sadness washed over her. It felt like a confirmation of her deepest fear. Everything and everyone eventually leaves. And then, something much worse happened. Ryoma, the person Elena considered her closest friend, suddenly grew distant. The daily messages stopped. The friendly visits ceased. All Elena received was cold, deliberate avoidance. When she finally gathered the courage to confront her, Ryoma brushed her off with a sharp, cutting remark. "You don't need to follow me around all the time." The words struck Elena like shards of ice, piercing right through her. That evening, Elena sat by the river, the setting sun painting streaks of gold across her tear-stained cheeks. As she sat there, lost in her sorrow, the little sparrow with the injured wing returned. It hopped close and perched near her, as if it understood her pain and was offering its quiet, steady comfort. It was then that she overheard two girls whispering as they walked along the river path. "Ryoma says Elena is so clingy," one of them giggled. "She said Elena follows her around like a shadow." The truth of their words shattered the fragile hope Elena had been holding on to. The tears that came this time weren't soft and sad. They were sharp and painful, representing years of silent chasing, of feeling not good enough, all breaking open at once. But in that moment of complete heartbreak, something was different. She didn't run. She didn't crumble. She stayed right where she was, by the river. She took a deep breath, and then another, listening to the slow, steady rhythm of the water. And as she listened, a profound shift happened deep inside her. A new thought began to form, clear and strong. She wasn't the one losing people. People who didn't see her value were the ones losing her. She reached out and gently stroked the little sparrow's feathers. "If someone wants to leave," she said softly, her voice filled with a newfound resolve, "then I have to let them go." The sparrow fluttered its wings, as if in perfect agreement. The next morning, when Elena walked into the bakery, she walked differently. Her steps were steadier. Her presence was gentler, more grounded. Her Aunt Sala noticed it immediately. "You look stronger today, Elena," she said with a knowing smile. "I made a choice," Elena replied, her voice clear and calm. "I chose to stop chasing people." The days turned into weeks, and Ryoma never came back. Elena felt the sting of that loss, but it no longer defined her. Instead of a void, she found that space in her life began to fill with new, unexpected connections. A tailor's apprentice started stopping by the bakery, admiring her quiet courage. A kind customer, an elderly artist, began teaching her how to paint with watercolors. A young boy from the village loved joining her every morning to feed the little sparrow, their shared laughter echoing by the river. These people were different. They didn't make her feel like she had to prove her worth. They didn't require her to chase them. They simply stayed. They chose to be there. Weeks later, the sparrow's wing was finally healed. It could fly again. One evening, as the sun began to set, it perched on Elena's shoulder for a moment, a final gentle touch before lifting off into the vast, open sky. But this time, instead of sadness, Elena felt a surge of pride. She understood that healing also means letting go. As the sky glowed with shades of pink and orange, Elena had a profound realization. Life becomes lighter, not when you manage to make everyone stay, but when you stop running after those who don't want to. Your energy is precious. Your peace is worth protecting. So if you ever feel ignored, unimportant, or like you're not enough, I want you to remember Elena's journey. Remember the river, a sparrow, and the quiet strength she found within herself. The right people, the ones who are meant for you, will stay by choice, not by force. You don't have to chase what's already yours. So choose your peace, choose your worth. Let go of what weighs you down, focus on your own growth, and trust in the people who choose to walk beside you willingly and joyfully. Thanks for listening. If this story resonated with you, please give this video a like and subscribe for more stories that inspire and empower. See you next time.